Hey everybody, how are we today? I am doing well, thank you. Today's video is a Christian Louboutin unboxing. These are my first pair of designer shoes and I'm really lucky to have these shoes. The reason I decided to film this video was because my YSL unbagging video had such a great response from all you guys. So in case you haven't seen that one or you're interested, I'll link that below so you can check that one out also. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video today. Let's get into this. See you later. So to start off, I'll tell you a little bit about my experience buying these shoes. I picked them up from the Venetian in Las Vegas. It wasn't so smooth running though. Initially I'd hopped into, I think it was Barney's, New York, that they had at the Venetian, and they had like a small section there of Christian Louboutin. And I was dead set on getting some Christian Louboutins while I was overseas. So I went over to browse and there were a few different styles there. I tried on one pair. They fit, but they were very snug, too tight. And I was really upset because I'm a 41, which is like a size 10. And that's like the biggest size they had there. I believe they do go up to size 11. But that's all they had available in that store. The lady was pretty upfront with me. She basically said, these aren't the right shoes for you, and I agreed. And she mentioned that there was an actual Christian Louboutin store down the way. So I was really relieved that there was another Louboutin store down the lane. It's just a little bit about the shoe. The reason why they were so snug and so tight is because generally speaking, Louboutins are very snug, smaller made shoes, but because they are handmade, which is so beautiful, these are handmade shoes, they actually can't guarantee that each size will be the exact same size on everyone, and every shoe may be slightly different in sizing because they are handmade, so they cannot guarantee that they are going to be the exact same size every shoe. Which is really nice. I think they're handmade, and also a little bit disappointing that they can't guarantee that at the same time. But so I hopped down the way and I was so glad I did, because when I came across the Louboutin store itself, it was so beautiful, so bright, and had so many different varieties of shoes in there. So I was really pleased, because initially the ones I tried on, I wasn't completely sold on the styles. So you guys will know if you watch my YSL unboxing video that when I buy something more high-end designer, I like to buy the classic styles first so I know that they'll last the test of time. So the shoes come in a brown bag with Christian Louboutin Paris written on it. Inside the bag you've got the classic signature red, and this is what the box itself looks like. It comes with a wee red bow on it and Christian Louboutin. So I'm gonna undo this bow. The moment I've been waiting for. Well, the moment I've been waiting for. Wee Paris bit there. Opening the box. So it comes up with a few care pieces. So in this wee red bag we have like some shoe nubs. So if you start wearing down the shoe, you can replace the nubs, which is really handy because you don't ever want to let a shoe go past nub because you can't recover the shoe then. And it also comes with this sweet wee Christian Louboutin Paris care bag in bright red with black, their signature colour. Ooh, time to unwrap the shoes. Oh, they're protected by some white paper. So this is the first shoe. Some paper in it. Well, they smell like beautiful leather. So these are the shoes themselves. As you can see, I went for the classic black shoe. I call them classic blacks. And these are the Pigalle Plato. The Pigalle is one of Christian Louboutin's most iconic shoes. So as I said, they are patent black leather. You can see the shine reflecting in the camera there. So stunning. So the inner sole is tan and it says Christian Louboutin Paris. Basically, they're designed in Paris, but they're actually made in Italy, which that says on the back. As you can see, the shoe soles are bright red, which is the classic feature for Christian Louboutin's shoes. And once again, it just says Christian Louboutin, made in Italy, size 41, which is the size 10. So that's really interesting, isn't it? So I tried on in Barney's, originally I tried on a 41, but it was too tight and too snug, and it was way too uncomfortable for me. And then in the actual Christian Louboutin store itself, the 41 fit, and that was just basically comes down to the nature that they are handmade. Some people choose to get this heel permanently. They choose to get it seen to so that with wear and tear it won't scratch. It will stay permanently red. But I'm going to keep them as is, basically because I heard that when they do it, they remove the whole red sole and add a new one on, and I kind of want them in original condition. And also I think it is rather nice to have your shoes looking a bit worn, because it shows that you do love them and that you do wear them. And also, quite frankly, I just don't really trust anyone with my shoes, especially in Christchurch. I'm not sure if we'd have many people who would be experienced enough to handle these types of shoes. I did have an awful experience about 2 years ago when I got my shoes recoloured, and the guy just did them the most awful colour in the world. It was not the right colour at all. The shoes were pastel blue, but they did them like a dark blue, and it was hideous. I never wore those shoes again, so I don't really want to risk with these shoes to have them in anyone's hands. So I guess if you're ordering them online, it probably is a little bit difficult to tell exactly what your shoe size is going to be, but I would probably either go for a size up of your normal shoe, as they are quite small, and you can always send them back if they're not the right fit for you. So the heel itself is 120 millimeters. And the Pigalle part stands for the shoe itself, but the Plato specifically for this shoe stands for the wee platform we've got here. And because these shoes are such high shoes, a 120 millimeter heel, they are so high slanted down that if you don't get the ones with the platform, your foot is literally going like straight to the floor. So that's why I decided to opt for the platform, because you get the same look and the same height, but your foot isn't so compromised going steep to the ground, which is kind of important for me because I do tend to have a wee bit of trouble in super high heels. So once again, they are such beautiful shoes. And if you did enjoy this video, please feel free to thumbs up and subscribe. I would really much appreciate that. And also, if you like, you can welcome to share it on your social media with your friends and whatever you like. Alrighty, well, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. See you later.